I like to show off on that particular note. Fam, I'm sorry for being late tonight. I was not going to cancel. I said, nah, we'll just have to come in late tonight. How you doing tonight, fam? It's midweek. One of the few weeks left before things get underway in Santa Clara. And I said tonight, you know what? Let us go ahead and jump in to the things that we probably wait a little while longer for. I can't wait. Today's headline is, the Niners could have several breakout players this season. Who are they? And that is due to the driving force of redemption that may be in the minds of every player on this 2021 roster. You got to be pissed off if you're 49 this year after what happened last year. Oh, you got nothing but let me get back out there on your mind. Tonight, we're going to be going over to the phones for your predictions of who are the players that are going to take it up a notch to ensure Niners drive for the Lombardi, along with all the hot news coming out of San Francisco. Your Niners! Ah, God. So good to get things started back again. Because when you go down in shame and flames like we did last year, you can't wait for the next season to start. I know the Niners players feel the same way. But we got, according to the Niner Nation website, Ian Rappaport says the timing will be important for Fred Warner's contract extension. You knew this conversation was going to have to come up soon because, man, the Niners are going to pay Fred. That's inevitable. I mean, come on, man. The Niners are going to pay Fred. No need to stress about whether the organization is going to pay the best linebacker in the NFL. Hawks fans, I wish you would come in and tell me about Bobby Wagner and Indy. Darius, come on, man. No. And Aaron Rodgers told him, too. The question was and always has been how much money the Niners are willing to fork over for the best defender in the NFL. As far as the linebackers go, Warner's scheduled to make $3.6 puny million in 2021. If he were to hold out, he'd be justified in doing so. But this happens all the time. A lot of great players start off with a rookie contract, and then, of course, you find out who they are by the second, third, or fourth year. And Fred, you know what's funny about Fred? They probably should have extended Fred after the second season. Because in the first year, he was ridiculous. Fred was out leading the league in tackles. You know what? No matter what kind of defense you play, if you lead the league in tackles as a rookie, you need to be like, Fred, you know what? We ain't waiting for the contract to expire. Let's pay you right now. See, if you're smart, or hindsight is always 20/20, right? OTAs begin next week for the Niners, but a contract likely won't come until around training camp. According to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reported that the timing would be important for a Warner extension as the Colts and linebacker Darius Leonard have begun contract negotiations. Rapp said that Leonard wants to be the highest paid linebacker in the game. He's got a right to ask for that, but he ain't. Yeah, Leonard's good. He is. He's real good. He ain't Fred good, but he's good. But that would mean that Leonard would make more than $18 million per season, which is the current AAV for the Hawks' Bobby Wagner. Bobby's he is a mark, and you want to get beyond that, right? Because this is a few years later beyond that contract and cost of living things and all that. Yesterday, though, Rappaport said the Niners have yet to begin contract negotiations with Mrs. Warner's baby boy, Fred. And said, quote, the Niners would like to lock up Warner, who also could eclipse Wagner's current annual salary of $18 billion. Those two sides have not started discussions yet, but it's going to be interesting to see the timing of Darius Leonard and Warner to see who goes first and getting paid, unquote. Now it's all about the urgency from the 49ers, knowing they could have to pay a few million to top Leonard's potential contract if the team does decide to wait. And again, it may not be that big of a deal, as the main priority is to retain your own. And in this case, he just so happens to be one of the best defenders in the league. The question is there a number too high for Warner? He's near the top in most statistical categories for linebackers, which still sells Warner's value short. The guy, Fred, does a lot of things out there. I don't know if there's really scary stuff, huh? You know what? Let's get back to this. Let's go to something more pleasant. Niners have great potential this season, with the exception of a few cartoon sports analysts. Everybody agrees and are saying so. The young, up-and-coming good guys in red and gold were just in the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago, but injuries more than anything else led to the struggle in 2020. Niners made some big moves in the offseason that may help them get back to contention. But while the new talent is great, they also have guys on the roster that can break out into great players and make them newbies. Makes no difference whether they're here or not. The Niners, because they were good, the roster was stacked last year, okay? We just added some more people to it. The 49ers made an intriguing trade in the offseason and they acquired the 3rd overall pick. And with that pick, they did pick up Mrs. Lance's baby boy, Trey, quarterback. He's got a ton of potential. Let's see. They already have Jimmy G on the roster, so Lance may or may not be a starter in week 1. That's an argument ongoing around the Niner Empire. But that will be beneficial for his development as he can learn under an experienced QB at this point. But meanwhile, the talent of the 49ers is all they need, really, to get back to contention. If some players were to decide this is a year to bust out. See, because, let's spotlight some candidates and count them down in 3-2-1 fashion. Starting with Trey, linebacker, Greenlaw. Dre's a very talented player and showed promise last season. You know this and the one before that, for that matter. With Quan Alexander gone, Dre just went buck wild, to be exact. Better tackler. Quan, man, I love you, man, because what you did for the 49ers morale was amazing, man. But Dre may be just a little bit better as far as a player goes. Greenlaw's role will continue to increase and be important for the success of the Niners defense. The Niners have a Pro Bowl linebacker in Fred Warner. You know this, but they play 2 inside linebackers, leaving a spot for Greenlaw to excel as well. Dre has a chance to be a part of an elite linebacker duo. All he's got to do is play the role. Fred, of course. Dre has to be a chance. He's got to bring it. You know what? If Dre does take it up a step, do you know those two could be? I ain't gonna mention no names of some famous dudes from the past, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna say it because it's a sensitive issue and a subject. Willis. I mean, you look at Bowman and Willis, man. They are the standard. They are the standard, and anybody can come close to that. Hopefully, just come close. That'd be more than enough anyway. And next, Brandon Ayuk, of course. Man, B.A. had a solid rookie season and showed the potential of becoming an elite receiver. With having missed time due to COVID and ran into people that had COVID, was on it was just ridiculous how much time he lost. How many quarterbacks did he go through last year? And he still did well. He was right in the running the whole time with some of the best rookies in the league last year. With an offensive head coach like Kyle Shanahan, Ayuk will be used to the best of his ability and could break out easily in this his sophomore season. Is he going to do that is the question. Your prediction on that. With great talent around him, he could be able to get single coverage, which will allow him to use his speed to beat defenses. This is the thing. He's got Debo. Who else? We'll see. He's a gifted athlete that is he's great in space. He is a scoring threat on any play. So look for BA to get even better in 2021 and become a great receiver for the Niners. And one more. Let me, my dude. Javon Kinlaw, the Niners' 2020 first-round pick showed flashes of what he could be in his rookie season. There were times that Kinlaw looked like he wasn't even serious out there. That pass he picked off, some people first accused Kinlaw of being late on that play or non-committal as he was supposed to be. But he told people he had a feeling, and nobody believes it. He had a feeling. He took a step back, and a quarterback threw it right to him. Wasn't that Jared Goff? Anyway, I ain't gonna say nothing about the comparison between him and Debo. I'm not. Defoe. I do believe, though, his athleticism is an inch at least above Defoe. Well, Defoe's got a lot of things going for him that Greenlaw may never dream about, but we'll see. Kinlaw didn't get the benefit of having Nick Bosa alongside him as Bosa went down with a torn ACL in week 2 of the season, as you painfully know. With a fully healthy defensive line in 2021, Kinlaw could and should benefit and develop further into the role DeForest Buckner once had for the Niners. No matter how well he does it, he should still be definitely efficient. He has a chance to be a great run stopper and pass rusher in the middle with talent around him on the edges. You know what we know about Nick? Who's on the other side? Is Ibukum going to be that guy? Are some of these Arden Key, can you do this? So, with that kind of competent talent around him, Javon could be just ridiculous because that's what happened last year. Most of the offensive line says, worry about the edges, man. Get these two, man. Don't let don't let Armstead and Javon get carried off because if they do, man, we got problems here. So with solid depth and most likely a serious attitude about last season is displayed by 80 players showing up for OTAs the other day, the Niners have put themselves in a great spot to succeed and get back to contention. Young talents on the roster paired with the experienced group has set them up to fight for a division title in the tough NFC West. Rams fans and Hawks fans, don't get excited, man. I'm just talking about the division, all right? I'm not talking to you. NFC West will be the most competitive division in the NFL, though, this season. The Niners have the talent to come out on top, provided, of course, I ain't going to use the word, I ain't going to talk it into existence, but you know what I mean? It will be tough, but the Niners have all the players they need to make a run. Are you ready to get back into contention, fam? It is time. It's time. It's Vader's time. Vader, where you at, man? I haven't talked to you in a while, too. Breakouts will be key, and look out for Debo. I see Debo last year do what he did, but you know he can do better than that. Who did I leave out, fam? That's what I want to know. Who's your breakout players other than the obvious guys that I just pointed out? Also, are you hoping the 49ers can pay Fred now or put themselves in a bind to pay him after Darius Leonard gets his salary, man? Franchise tag anyone? Because we may have more money next year. Go hard. I think Mosley is going. Go hard. I like that. I like that a lot. I think Mosley is going to act a fool this season. Lock. Damn, on that note, another sleeper to have a great season, Dre Greenlaw. I already mentioned Dre, because I know. Matty S. out of Bend, Oregon. What's up, Matty? For coming. Say, Ronbo, what's up? I haven't got on so long, and Niners will rule in 2021. Agreed. Let me put on my ears. Hey, East Coast. I'm coming to you quickly. Hey, chill. Phil. Your breakout players, who's going to come in and show us something special this year?
Ronbo, you forgot one.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Exactly.
I got Jimmy as my comeback. I don't want to bother people about Jimmy because we'll get big fights in there.
No,
but I definitely have him as that guy.
Year.
I see it.
He's going to have a career year, and that's going to set Debo up, Kittle up, Ayuk up, the whole group, and the running game. And Jimmy's going to have that chip on his shoulder.
I know.
He's going to have that chip, like Brady, like Rodgers, like all those guys. He's going to come out and he's going to play.
Mm-hmm. He ain't saying that.
He's
quiet.
He's healthy.
I know.
I think he's going to do something special this year. I really do.
All he's got to do is
now,
stay.
I know
Agreed.
that's going to really set the craw with the TNT guys and the media and the Florios and the Christians and all of them who downplay this guy. But I tell you what, if we have a great year with him, that's the best thing for the 49ers.
All the way
then
around.
We can treat him for a lot of capital. We can get those first-round picks back and move on, and hopefully Trey picks up the
Phil,
the
I just want
reins.
to ask you one question on that. Here's what's going to happen. There's going to be an emotional response. If Jimmy were to get us all the way to the end and take the title, do you realize a really difficult discussion is going to have to take place? Because the fact of the matter is, the PR move behind training a Super Bowl quarterback who wins is going to get pushback?
Yeah, you know what? We still got him under contract for another year.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell? You know, even Jet said if he wins a Super Bowl, I'm willing to pay the bill. So,
but you can't get any trade value for him in his second year of his contract, because Jim's going to say, well, I've had a pretty good time, and I kind of think I'm supposed to get market value, guys. No offense, but I'm just saying.
You know what?
I can hear him saying that. Huh?
But I'd rather have a Super Bowl than none.
You and me both, Phil. But I thought about that. I said, what if Jimmy does go?
You know what?
Wow
I won
this year?
6. I won 6.
Oh, God, yes. It's overdue.
Okay?
Overdue.
Okay.
Oh.
So if Jimmy has a great year, we get 6.
And then we can worry about everything else after that.
That's the way I feel.
It's one step at a time.
And then everybody else will be better.
Yeah.
If Jimmy has a good year, the whole team has a good year. So that's the way I feel.
Yeah. And they set the fire.
Nick Bosa will have a great year. I'm confident on that.
Yeah.
I'm confident Kinlaw is going to have improvement. There's no doubt he's going to have improvement.
He has to.
But if Jimmy has a career year, it's over. Pencil us in.
Oh.
So
second year,
that's the way
knows
I
that
feel.
Offense. It's the magic number with Shanahan. New quarterbacks. Second
and don't
year.
worry about Fred. Fred will be
Yeah,
taken care of. He's good. Everybody's stressing out about that. No. We've got enough cap room. He's going to be fine.
Yeah.
So
I just 18, 19. It's going to take 20 mil minimum, Bill.
But think about it. We have no first-round pick, so that saves you $8 million right there.
Phil, you've already got the math. I love it. You've already got the math figured out.
So, the Niners know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Brock knows his stuff. I mean, he's got it nailed.
I tell you, I
And
have full faith
we're
in
lucky
him,
to have him. So,
full faith.
No,
in
I
him.
think the guy to have a chip on his shoulder and come in this season, as long as he doesn't get hurt by some fluke play, he's going to have a breakout year. I mean, it's going to be, they're going to have to drag him off the field.
I know this year for sure. Can you imagine? Can you see comeback player of the year and possible MVP? Oh! All right.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff. I tell you.
Then we'd be asking for about 3 first-round picks.
Yeah. That's, woo! God.
Yeah.
All right, Phil.
All right, Ronbo.
Great stuff. Well,
take care.
All right. See you this weekend. All right. And let us go to the ultimate 49ers report. He is John.
Ronbo.
John, man, we're looking at potential breakouts. John, we got them all up and down the roster. And I did like that the Go Hard pointed out Mosley. I hadn't thought about Mosley. Mosley's got to be thinking the same lines along a lot of guys on the roster. Why'd they go get him? This is my job. So, yeah. Mosley, put him in the mix. And who else? Who did I leave out?
I just can't wait for the first regular season game of the NFL because it's going to be a very boring period to, wondering how this team is going to do. And there's going to be a lot of young players, like Kinlaw, he's established that he's a good solid number 2 right behind Fred Warner, and then of course, Javon Kinlaw, I really like him. He had a really great game against the Rams. So Rudy, watch out for that guy next year. He's going to be sacking your quarterback. And and then of course IU in only 12 games. In only 12 games with Mullen and Beathard had 60 catches. So imagine if a healthy Jimmy Garoppolo is there, what that kid can do with a solid, good quarterback. And so when you look at the young guys that we have, we're very fortunate. Plus with the veterans, there's some people who say, oh, this team is an old team. We have a lot of young guys who are really good. And, Debo and, Kittle, they have Super Bowl experience. Warner, there's a lot of players on this team. Last year sucks. It is what it is. It happened. We can't do nothing about it.
They do about it. Yeah.
And then, when 80 players came in, this week
That's
to work
intense.
out,
That's
those
serious.
guys, they don't care. They don't care. They want to get on that field and they want to work out. Like, if anyone has ever been an athlete, you want to be on that field. Even in the off season, that's why they get paid these workout bonuses. And at the end of the day, there's gonna be a lot of these young guys. Like the corners. They're gonna be competing. And then of course the offensive line, they're gonna be competing. So we have great talent. They're not like the first round talent, but we have great talent that's gonna be right there just in case hopefully nothing bad happens. But that's what the Niners did in this draft. I cannot wait. I just can't wait to see what happens, once, football is kicked off, and we'll see what the Niners, can do.
You can smell that, that freshly cut grass smell as you come out to the facility. You can already feel that, and that's that strangely bad smelling, but you love it aroma in the locker room. This gets you like it's ready. The sun is shining because it's spring. And let's go, 80 guys showing up. And anybody that stayed home and didn't know, 80 guys showed up today. Okay, I'll be there. Coach, I'll be in tomorrow. I didn't know anybody's going to show up. The NFLPA said, send back out. I'm coming down. It's going to be interesting to see the drive and enthusiasm in these guys when they get started. I can't wait.
So Ronbo, I've heard that there's a new troll, a new Seahawks guy, coming in, pissing off some of the 49er fans. What's going on with that dude?
Oh, they're concerned. I mean, John, think about it for a minute. You got to deal with the 49ers that are probably pumped up way beyond what the Hawks are. You got a bunch of guys that could come back this year that they know can kick their butt. It's got to be worrisome. They're going through anxiety, John.
Oh yeah, and then your boy, my homeboy or whatever, he somehow found my channel, and now he's trying to troll me. So I don't know what's wrong with that dude.
These guys are they're just trolling because they're scared, and they think we're getting overly happy, and it bothers them. You know what I mean? Oh, it's going to be a wonderful year. I ran Mahomes off with that McChoke. He came after me yesterday on Twitter like he likes to do. And he says, yeah, Ron's fanboy, this, that, blah, blah, blah. He's got this little male stripper down there. And I hit him with, yeah, let me put my choke up here. Here's your boy right here. And he left. My choke. How many yards going the other way? Oh. Hey, John, but what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Fred Warner's probably right. I just wonder how they're going to go about doing it. I don't think it's an issue. But it's going to be interesting to see if the 49ers, my question is, are they decide them now, wait till training camp, or for God's sakes, are we going to wait until midseason, or how are you going to do?
See, I think what they're going to do, if, I hope I'm right, is what they did with George Kittle. They're going to try to get him with the best deal possible, because once the season ends, Fred Warner, and there's a few other linebackers who are also Pro Bowlers. The linebacking market is going to reset.
Extreme.
So whoever gets the contract first, then the next one who signs. So basically, we're probably going to see, probably 25, 26 million in the linebackers. So if the 49ers are like, you know what, let's sign this guy, let's try to get him on the cheap, let's give him a good deal. That's the only thing that makes sense, because if they wait until free agency of next year,
30?
That's going to be a huge problem. Probably, because Darius Leonard is also has to, get paid. The guy from the Bears also has to get paid, So there are a bunch of other linebackers who were drafted before Fred Warner. They're like, oh, we were drafted before him. We need to get more money than Fred Warner. So the linebacking market is going to change in the offseason.
The landscape of that particular group. I agree. And it's already kind of scary. Darius is one guy. The Bears, who?
I think it's Roquan Smith.
Roquan?
Roquan.
Man,
yeah.
Roquan, I hope Roquan does ask for more money than Fred. Roquan hasn't been the same since his rookie year. But I understand the market says he's got to get paid.
Yeah.
Fam, good stuff. We're going to go. I'll see you Friday. All right? He's 49ers Ultimate Report.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, Rumble, for always plugging in my channel. And, of course, I like what you do every night when you're on Talking 49ers.
Thanks,
like, comment, subscribe, super chat, and Rudy, give all your money to Rumble. And just like Norm, Niners all day.
There you go. Thanks, fam. Have a great night. Hey, Jamie. Jamie. Oh, Jamie. Jamie.
You there?
Jamie, man, I want to turn the page on anything. There's a lot of troublesome thoughts if you want to think about what's going on in San Francisco. But some of the more pleasant thoughts include who's going to be that surprise that everybody's just saying, damn, he's having a great year. Here we are 6 weeks, still pouring it on. I named Dre Greenlaw, Javon Kinlaw, and Brandon. Somebody said something about Mosley. I said, look out for Debo. Who am I leaving out? Anybody that you can think of?
Not that I can think of. I think Mosley's going to get his job taken now. I think he's going to go on the bench from that kid from Michigan.
Embry.
that kid, yeah, Embry's a dog, dude. He's going to take Mosley's job. I'm almost sure of it.
Man.
Remember back in the draft, 2 years ago in the draft, we were both wanting a wide receiver.
Yeah, still do.
And we were poo-pooing on Kinlaw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
We were in lockstep. We had about 20 or 30 of us in that same room, yeah.
Yeah, we were poo-pooing on Kinlaw bad. We don't want that guy. We need a receiver. So this is my dude. From what Grant Cohn was saying, Kinlaw came in just beefed up. Like he's bigger, significantly bigger.
Oh, no. He's got that grown man strength already?
Yeah. And he's significantly bigger than last year to where Grant Cohn noticed.
And he was already huge.
Yeah. So this is my dude. Mm-hmm. With both on the other side and a solid line. Yeah. This is my dude. He's going to do better than last year.
I didn't know he'd gotten bigger. I've been praising him for weeks. But if he got bigger, shoot, I lucked out on making that praise. I didn't even know.
Yeah. That's what Grant Cohn was saying, and he doesn't usually just lavish praise all over people,
No. Grant's the last guy to say something good about somebody. So if Grant says it, better believe he must be exactly as he says. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Another thing I heard was that the 49ers were going to trade for a wide receiver just recently and then as they were going through with the trade, he tore his ACL or something.
Oh, the guy in Denver.
Yeah, I guess we were going to trade for that guy.
Yeah. I guess
and with all the other wideouts they're bringing in here, they know we have a need.
See,
at wide receiver.
I mean, every year, and they didn't draft one this year. They've been drafting one every year. They were going for somebody who's already got polish this year. And that's why they keep talking about Julio. We're not getting Julio, but it would be nice.
No. They can't do that. I mean, that'd be another Sanders thing. We'd be wasting money and stuff.
I know, man.
But at least you and I know that they see what we see. That there's a need there.
There is. And Kendrick left, and Kendrick wasn't fabulous, but he was kind of solid, and he's gone too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, and he wouldn't miss any games. He'd drop a ball every now and then, piss you off.
Yeah.
But he would be in the game, and he would make some plays that would make you happy.
Yeah. Kendrick came. Yeah. You didn't know what to do with Kendrick. Love him or hate him. I loved him.
Yeah.
Because of his dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had that big smile.
He worked out and stuff in Oregon up here by me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's ready to go. He seems to love it. You know what he said about us too? He said, Patriot fans are better than 49er fans. People got mad about this. Well, look how you guys trashed him. What is he supposed to say? And maybe the Patriots don't know him yet. They might trash him later. But in the meantime, if Kendrick, I'd say the same thing. He got bullied, and he had to close his Twitter. He had to tell people he was going to start running a block party. My God.
Yeah. Nice.
So,
No, he's on their team now. What's he gonna say? Their fans are trash and ours are good.
Yeah, no, but he didn't have to say anything about us at all. I was kind of surprised, Kendrick, man.
Yeah.
But then I realized what he said. Okay, well, I feel his pain. He did get a lot of shots taken at him.
Yeah.
So.
And dang it, I'm having a brain fart. Both of our wide receivers are going to do better this year. Ayuk and Debo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to do better. So that's why I'm on Kinlaw. I think that's where we're going to notice it the most. So
a division that's just raising hell. And Jamie, should we sign affidavits right now saying that we will never ever deflame any character of DeForest Buckner, because we play Indy now. See, you know that game's going to be interesting, don't you? Because Devo's going to go in there. Yeah, well, they didn't think I could replace this dude. I'm gonna show him right now. And then Buckner's going to say, I guess I'm going to have a day today.
Yeah.
I see that coming.
At least we got Banks, though. He's huge, man. Buckner's going to have to work to get around that big dude.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
and he's not going to get past Greenlaw.
Thomason.
Who? Lincoln Thomason? Yeah.
Yeah. He practiced against him a long time, so he's going to know his moves.
Yep. So Devo may not be having the party. He's not like that. He doesn't think like that. I'm sort of like projecting what he's a clown and thinking. Buckner's thinking, I know this team. Let's go. I can fill you guys in on some things as well. He's talking to his teammates. Yeah. Ow!
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie, we're going to go. Hey, let me see you Friday, okay? And I'll see you all through Twitter as JLC. If you see a guy named JLC on Twitter, that'd be my boy, Jamie. All right, Jamie. Talk to you later, man. Later. And San Francisco, one of their finest. We call him Dre. Come on in, Dre.
What it do, Ronbo?
Dre, man, I'm looking forward to the good days ahead. I'm thinking like everybody. You know what I mean? There's some guys that are obvious picks to have breakout seasons. But I'm thinking now, look at narrow this down to who's the spotlight. Ayuk and Debo are just good football players. That's all there is to it. They're supposed to do their job and break out, make it look like a breakout, but it's all a day's work with them. You look at Dre Greenlaw, and Greenlaw's got enough experience now that you look out for Greenlaw. There may be moments we say, Jesus, Greenlaw's actually outplaying Fred today. When he came in that first time and was playing better than Quan, I don't want to say nothing. I was thinking it, but I wasn't about to say nothing, because everybody's got sensitivity about certain players. But he was. This year, see what he looks like. Kinlaw. What are you thinking?
Yeah, he big. He came in beefy. I seen him. He came in beefy. I said, damn, he got bigger than last year.
This is scary.
He got his grown man strength already. I said, I'm agreeing with this conversation here. I said, they going to leave me much to say when I get on here.
You should amplify on it.
Everything.
Give me some stats on him. How many tackles and sacks and stuff like that? You expect out of Javon?
It's gonna be a competition between him and Nick. Who's gonna have the most? That's what I believe. I believe he gonna have about 10, and Nick gonna have about between 10 and 12.
And you're right, because the offensive line is gonna worry about Eric Armstead getting started, because now he's back on the inside, right? You put Eric and Javon in the middle. Ooh, size, height. Javon likes to jump and drop block passes. I'm telling you, that's going to be an interior, ain't it?
That's what I said. But I had some people I felt that I was going to have a breakout season. I was in agreement with your last caller. What's the boy name? Thomas? Ambry Thomas or Ambry Thomas?
Ambry. It's AMBR, right? So I guess we call him Ambry.
Right. Ambry. That's what I said. Ambry or I don't know. But yeah, that boy is a dog. Him and what's the other boy?
Oh, you talk about the hyena? You talk about You talk about Lenore. I was trying to call him Denore since it's Diamador Lenore.
That's what I said. I got confused. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just say Lenore.
Listen, he's not.
But he
You
called
know what?
himself the cheetah.
He needs to be taken seriously.
I
That
know.
locking up of players that he did the other day, he locked up everybody he was up against yesterday, including the 7-year, was 2014? Yeah, that 7-year vet, he didn't care. Lenore says, I'm sorry, man, I got a job to do. You ain't getting nothing here. Whoa!
Let me get that ball. But I'm saying though, we went into the draft with a big problem and question mark at the cornerback, the
Now
safety
look at us.
position. Boy, now this is gonna be something different. Then we got the OGs that was here from last year. I think we're gonna be a little bit. We're gonna be a little bit better than we was that championship year.
Especially if
scared.
Javon delivers. If Javon delivers, if he does, oh my Lord.
Ronbo, I'm scared for the other fans, and I'm a Niner fan.
I don't want to say nothing bad about Defoe, but he didn't get no sacks 2019. It was all about Armstead and Bosa and the part-timer known as D. Ford and anybody else who's over on that other side. You know what I'm saying? So you figure if Ibukam can do anything, Ibukam, just give it 6, give it 7 sacks. That's all you need to do.
Right.
And let the rest do the handling. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a lovely season. I can't wait to see this. It's going to be just as beautiful as this Golden State versus LA game.
Oh,
It's
Lakers
wonderful.
versus, right. Oh, Lakers versus, who's winning?
We are the Golden State Warriors.
All right. Warriors been hot lately. It's just, I mean, the babyface assassin, it just done went off. That's a Hall of Famer. We could call him that now. Dang.
You can call him what his daddy is. Him and his daddy going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Hey,
And that's a beautiful thing.
That would be the first time in history, wouldn't it? Ain't no father and son combination been in the Hall of Fame.
Ooh. You see the way he shot this shot. He deserved every jacket.
No, that you know what? He started, like, you see kids now not practicing fundamentals. They practice the 3-point shot. You know, because Curry now
They start there.
Ooh, man.
They don't care if they 5 foot. As long as you can shoot now in the NBA, that's all that matters. You ain't got to guard, just shoot.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got to play no
pull up from the
defense.
parking lot.
You ain't got to have no move to the basket. In fact, you stay healthy if you can stay out behind the line. The farther you stay out, the more difficult it is to guard you because you can pull up anywhere and shoot. I know. The game is changing.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, back to football before I got to get up out of here. We're going to do our thing this year. I can really see us going undefeated, but I'm going to be modest here and say 13-3 or 14-2.
Remember, we got 17 games.
Modest.
You mean 14-3.
Well, we're 14-3.
Or 13-4.
15-2.
Oh!
Or we can just go 17-0. It's however they want to play it. But now I'm hearing that they trying to get Trey in there for a game at the end of the season, depending on our record.
He don't have to lose. Trey, at that point in the season, this team will be, and Trey will have enough reps in during the course of every week because ain't no defense in the league gonna be worse than the 49ers. Trey's gonna get plenty of work, even if he ain't starting. He'll be out. He'll be working. So any defense he sees in a game, it will pale in comparison to what he sees daily. So.
You already, Ronbo. Well, y'all stay safe and blessed, and to the next time.
Looking forward to it, Drake. Enjoy that game, fam.
Right.
I'll talk to you Friday.
All right.
Okay. Here he is. Drake, say hello to Rudy when you get in the chat. Rudy has arrived, and of course, he says, word is Lance can't throw to his right accurately. Footwork, arm motion needs work. Can't wait. Stafford throwing lasers to Deshaun Tutu versus Niners slow secondary. He knows he's funny. That's why he puts him laughing emoticons. All that science fiction and fantasy he goes through. And, of course, John took exception to that little tag and says this. Rudy, it's 49ers Ultra Report, you dummy. Get on him. Game on. Padford out in New Jersey. Rumbo, you're the best. Thanks for all the year-round content. Can I get a... Thanks a lot, fam. Guys, thanks for those contributions. Even you, Rudy, you fool. Boy, he is a fool. Hey, Dion.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
D, man, I'm looking at all the talent. Because I go back to those days when people used to say 49ers, there's just no talent on their roster. Remember those days back when Tom Sula and Jimmy, we had Kelly? I mean, now we're worried about paying people because we got too much talent. And the breakout player, D, I bet you, D, I covered a few. I probably went too far. Did I miss anybody? And should we play Fred now before the price goes up?
Well, we're going to have the money to pay Fred next year anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, salary cap is going up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be okay with paying Fred. Is it going to cost us a pretty penny? Yeah, but, I mean, you don't let somebody like that walk. It's not like we're going to look at Dre and say, okay, you take Fred's space, Fred, you go walk and get paid
No. But the thing is, you know, what if Fred refuses? What if his agent said, listen, it's in your best interest to sit the hell down because if you get hurt, that could devalue. You're not going to be able to get paid next year.
No. We don't have players on the team like that, Ronbo.
I believe you.
We keep we keep too tight of a squad. You got to think about it. How many people are out there are still running around worried about COVID?
I know, right?
And how many of our players showed up to the voluntary training camp?
Damn, every last one of them. So yeah.
Think about that. So that shows leadership. That says, look, we've done our necessary precautions. We know what we're doing. I guarantee you, Ronbo, probably about at least 70 to 80% of that league gonna get vaccinated. You know why? Because they're gonna loosen the restrictions on them. You won't have to get that thing stuck up your nose every single day
that really hurts.
when you're vaccinated.
Yeah, that's one of the things that motivates me. That hurts, man. That got driving all over the eyeball.
You know the funny thing, Ronbo, you said it hurts, and so did Jasmine.
It does. I've never heard anybody say, but that feels good.
It is.
No.
That thing it's painful. Yeah, so you got to think about it. Most of these 70 to 80% of the players probably going to get vaccinated, so they have looser restrictions on themselves. Are they going to take precautions? Yes. But at the end of the day, we're going to have the money to pay Fred. Now, on to what you were talking about as far as the breakout players.
Yeah.
Let me throw a name out there for you.
Please.
Now, we all love Jason Verratt. We are praying to sweet baby Jesus, like Ricky Bobby does with his little Elvis outfit and everything else.
Yes. We
want him to stay as healthy as possible. But there's a high probability Jason Verratt gets injured.
Oh!
Why? It's unfortunate. It just happens to the kid. I love him. God, I love him. I wanted him when he came out of TCU. And what happened? And see, this happened to me twice, Ronbo, twice. When I wanted Jason Verratt, where did he go? To the damn Chargers. What did my buddy do? Text me and laugh in my face. And I wanted Asante Samuel Jr. What did we do? We traded back. And who decided to pick up Asante Samuel Jr.? The Chargers. So I got laughed at again. But I have a name, and this name is very easy to pronounce. People out there listen and understand it. It is Diamador Lenore.
I love what he says it's easy to pronounce.
This
I
kid,
love his name.
I'm telling you right now, man, y'all
he's
get ready.
Sleeper. He's that sleeper.
Get ready. That young man is going to be a breakout player. And I'm telling you right now, him and Ambry Thomas are two dudes that are going to be fighting for jobs and fighting for roles. I am telling you, you have to be very careful with both of them. The first thing I saw from him was that jam off the line on Watkins. I almost
he can hold
cried.
classes on that. Damn.
I almost cried. You know why? Because they don't jam nobody no more. People act like jamming somebody off the line is...
You got 5 yards you could use, and he uses them. Exactly.
You got 5... I always say this with DBs. You got 5 yards to make that receiver's life a living hell.
Exactly.
Make him miserable. And what do? You play 10 yards off of him. Unless I'm playing against Deshaun Jackson and/or Tyreek Hill or maybe McCole Hardman or something like that, I ain't playing 5-10 yards off of these dudes. You know why? They're not that fast. you give cushion where cushion is due. Yes, if you're playing against Tyreek Hill, get that man cushion because he'll blow by you.
Yeah.
He has just natural, ridiculous speed. It's just not fair. If Raheem Mostert is split out wide, you might want to play off of him a little bit. The man ran 23 miles an hour fully padded.
How crazy
Flat
and
out
insane
ridiculous.
is that?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that's going to be – those are the guys. And whatever idiot this is in the chat talking about Trey Lance can't throw. Oh, sweet. Look, man, everybody.
That's your boy
y'all,
Rudy.
y'all come in this. Yeah, y'all come in this chat to be haters, and we get it. Here's the thing. Your team most likely sucks. That's why you're here.
It's the
And your
Rams.
team does not have a platform like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're here. Name a Rams guy. I don't know if a Rams dude out there as big as Ronbo. I really don't. I've honestly looked for Seahawk guys, Rams guys, and Cardinal dudes, and none of these people are anywhere near as big. They don't have as many followers as you do. They don't have a show. They don't have anything. And I'm looking like, man, y'all really need some help. That's why y'all come here. Y'all come to our chat because this is what the faithful do.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, Amador Lenore.
I think they enjoy the slaps. They get slapped, kicked, and punched. They're masochistic dudes. D, we got to go, though, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Let's having too much fun here. Good night to Jasmine, too. D, he's Niners gang.
All right,
Niner gang podcast. D, you people need to click. You can tell this man is brilliant. Click him up. All right.
All right, Bravo. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good evening.
You too, D. Night, y'all. You see, Rudy, he was neglected as a child, y'all. Please go ahead and give him some love. Rudy's here he is with some more. Lance tossing check downs and throwing high to his right. Meanwhile, in Rams Park, Stafford throwing dimes and bombs with Deshaun making one-handed catches deep. You know what I'd love to do, really? I'd love to be sitting in a broadcast booth along with Rudy and sitting next to me doing the opposing team. Boy, we'd be going back and forth the whole time. Hell, Rudy's team hits the field again, and they're down 21-0 here in the first quarter. You wonder, I'm going to go over to get I'll see if I can get into the room next door and see if I can add some commentary to what they're doing in L.A. Hey, Morgan! 21-0 in the first, Rudy. Oh, Morgan. Come on in, Morgan. Morgan, I'm doing fine, man. You know, I'm getting all pumped up about the potential breakout players, and then you got Rudy in here looking pathetic. It just makes for a great fun time. You know what I mean? Rudy, thanks for the contribution, by the way. Morgan, breakout players, man. I've already uncovered the obvious guys. Dion just said that we could look for a couple of rookies now. I hadn't thought about Diamador, but you know what? I should. And Ambry, Lance wouldn't even mess with him that first day. That means if Lance looked downfield every time and seeing Ambry all over the lanes and everything else, that boy's got some skills. Good Lord. But hey, Morgan, enough of me. What are you thinking here?
We got a lot of good options to break out this year, Ronbo.
All right, let me hear it, please.
I like Yamador, like you said. I think Trey Sermon's gonna have a huge year.
Wait, who? Oh, Sermon,
I think,
the running back. Yeah.
I think he had 600-700 yards easily. I think who else? Debo, I think will finally go over 1,000 yards for the first time.
I think so.
Yeah, all purpose. I think with running the ball, and Jimmy probably have the best year. I think he'll go over.
Hell yeah. I tell you, Debo owns that sweep, man.
I call Jimmy a breakout just because Jimmy's good. We already know Jimmy's a good player.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't call.
It's just about staying up on his feet. Yeah.
So, it's very exciting year for the 49ers. Not a lot of teams in the NFC either that you can be really scared of. I mean,
I know, right?
Once they lost Drew Brees, I don't think the Saints are going to be the same.
Oh, Morgan, speak to that. I mean, we don't play the Saints finally this year, do we?
And yeah, one year we might want to play them, right?
Yeah, right. Because I'm sure they'll be on our schedule next year. It seems like we play the Saints or the Packers all the time. So
Yes. So I wonder if it's because we're playing most fourth place teams. I don't know why we got the Packers. Well, I guess we're playing the NFC North, so I think that's part of it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So and back to Chicago as usual.
The Packers, what's going on with Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers.
It's kind of quiet. You're right. I've not noticed anything going on in Green Bay.
I just think there's too much drama in Green Bay for them to be like. I think it's us. I think Bay obviously. The Rams will be close, but the Rams will find some Rams thing to do to screw it up.
Yeah, well, yes, same old sorry ass Rams. They'll find a way to mess up. They do.
I mean, Russell Wilson will do Russell Wilson things. They'll be great, and then they'll lose.
They'll be tough. One thing about as long as Russell Wilson's there, they'll be tough. I must admit.
So I just think there's maybe 4 teams in the NFC to be worried about, and the rest are kind of getting up there. Like they're. I mean, who knows how the year plays out and who's going to be a good team, who's not going to be a good team. But I mean, at this point in the year, you see 4 teams in the NFC that you can see in the Super Bowl.
You know, Morgan, it's like Kyle says every year when people say who we're going to be. Yeah, some of those teams that everybody assumes start out maybe that way, but by the time we see them in week 6 or 7, that's a different team altogether. He's got a good point. We need to be careful about what teams we think are going to be trash.
All of a sudden,
yeah.
Who knows? The Bears could come out swinging this year. I think they have a good team out of the quarterback position, and they just got Justin Fields. And I don't like rookies starting year 1, but maybe he plays well.
The defense is something to be fearful of, and even Andy Dalton can hurt you. If their defense is going to be as tough as it appears to be, it turns into a contest no matter what.
So we'll see there. And then what other teams are on the fringe? I can't think of any. Every team in the NFC East is just.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give them any credit.
Any given Sunday. Yeah.
Finally, the Dallas Cowboys will figure it out. They got every position on offense taken care of, but somehow they managed to squeak by.
They did a pretty good job on the roster. That's why Texas boy is in here rolling up and down the avenue of the chat. You know, I mean,
it's a roster that could be like a 14-2 team.
Yeah.
But they always come up 8-8 or 7-9.
And not beating a team over 500 the year before last when they did do a pretty good job before Dak got hurt. And they were talking, they're 500. Well, I haven't beaten a team over 500 yet. That's why. Okay, what does that tell you about the Cowboys? Well, it tells us a lot. It tells them somebody should be quiet about how great they are. They are no longer, and Zeke, what happened to him?
He fell off big time. Yeah, that guy is, I don't know. He's obviously, he can't, and he's the guy they paid, right?
A lot.
Didn't they pay him over the wide receiver?
Way over. Amari Cooper, Dak, Zeke, these guys are all in the $100 million club, as I remember. And then they got that edge rusher. I don't know where Jerry's getting that money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, hey, Morgan, I tell you what, I'm looking for you Friday. Let's see what develops.
All right.
All right, Morgan. Drive carefully, bro. I always love talking Morgan rolling down the road. And Rudy just can't get enough in tonight. D, Ronbo only the only good thing you got last places. See, what can I say? Rudy, geez, don't be nice. I can't talk about you if you'd be nice. Thank you for the countries, Rudy. 49ers Ultimate Report comes back with Rudy, thanks. Putting my channel name as your user tag. Thanks for the promotion. Matters all day, every day. 365 Ronbo deals. You know, Rudy. What's wrong with you, Rudy? Papa's got a brand new dragon. Papa.
Oh, yeah. How you feeling there, Ronbo?
Feeling all right. Papa, I've been
I,
waiting
for
for you.
one, am feeling absolutely macho. Yeah. Real macho.
It's time to attack the
And
other
the key to this thing is going to be being macho. And the new guy we're talking about being macho is Eric Armstead. Yeah.
Oh! I forget. I bet
And
you're
his
right.
counterpart, yes. And his counterpart, yeah. Mike Mcglinchey. He's to be macho. Yeah. Those are keys.
I love it.
We need macho madness. Let me tell you something.
I figured
It's
out.
simple. It's all about being macho. We get all on the ground when we get touched by a pinky finger. Yeah. We gotta knock that down. We gotta punch him in the stomach. Yeah. We gotta knock him on his stomach. It's all about being macho. Now, did you notice that GG showed up to camp a little pudgy around the middle? Yeah.
He does that every year, actually.
Too much sitting in the hammock with beautiful ladies' feet and sushi grapes. Doesn't he know that he's got a macho man? Ricky, listen up the back of his neck, yeah. Doesn't he know that, Ronbo? Being macho is not just about the ladies. It's about being macho. You don't miss games, yeah, with a high ankle sprain. You play through it. If you blow out your knee, you walk it off like figure skate, yeah.
Patch
You
your
play
shoe up,
through it,
though.
macho.
Get some duct tape. Put it back together.
And my last key for the season, my last key is a non-football player. Yeah. D'Amico Ryan for the first year macho man. Yeah. He's got to be macho. He's got to tell those guys what to do. He's got to get out there. He's got to get fired up. He's got to get more camera time. He's Shanahan on the sideline. Only if to be macho. Teeny Ronbo. Now, obviously, I hurt my throat talking like the macho man.
A couple of lozenges, you'll be okay.
Oh, an honorary mention of macho-ness. It's got to go to Jimmy Ward, yeah. He's got to make the Pro Bowl this year, yeah.
Well,
He's got to hold on to the ball. He got to take the ball away.
I fully agree. I drafted Jimmy back in 2014, and I thought he was a steal then. So, yeah, I agree.
Now, I'm gonna leave you, Ronbo, because apparently my testicles are swollen, full of testosterone. It's macho.
You know,
So I gotta go alleviate the pressure. But it's all about being macho this year. Being more macho than everybody else. More importantly, being more macho than Tom Brady. Yeah. The biggest kahunas of all time. You gotta be more macho than that guy. Gotta be. Super Bowl champions of the world. Yeah. All right, I'm done.
you get those.
Guys, smash the like button. Subscribe. Donate money. Thank you, production. I love you, 49er fans. You know, the Rams, you know what?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I can't.
I know.
I can't. I can't. So I'm not even going to acknowledge your comment.
I mean, they're gonna bask in our light forever. I mean, whatever we let raise up your arm, a little gray through there, but that's all they're ever gonna get.
Exactly, but I leave a quote from the great Ken Norton. Same old sorry ass Rams. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Oh, another cool guy. Another guy I think is going to be key this year too is our rookie right guard. I think it's going to be very, very key.
Banks, Aaron.
Banks has to start. If he starts on the same side with Mcglinchey, I think Mcglinchey will be better. I just hope that Mcglinchey is ready because he's got a rookie on his neck too. So.
And that's going to make Mcglinchey better because he's going to want his underclassmen coming in making him look bad. I got a feeling you're going to see you know what? You picked the right guy. Michael Mcglinchey, and I forgot about Armstead because after last year, this would be breakout year number 2 or comeback player of the year award because they just stopped Armstead last year. But
they got to be at a macho level this year. It's like he's got to be accounted for. He can't be invisible. He's got to be out there. He's got to be. He's got to be. He's making too much money to be invisible. That's just the reality.
Oh,
that's just the reality.
Exactly. You got to have some impact. People got to know you're out there.
So I'm not worried about the receivers. You could also say Jalen Hurt too.
I know.
I really do believe Jalen Hurt. Well, here's the problem. Jalen Hurt. 3 years ago, Jalen Hurt was 250 pounds. He was playing running back.
Put stress on his.
So he's cut a lot of weight, changing his body composition. A fracture, a vertebrae in the back is not a serious injury, but it takes a long time to recover. The Achilles sucks. I get that. I really do. But I mean, imagine if we can get 30, 40 catches out of that.
Game over.
I mean, you'll be all right. Yeah, I'm saying you'll be all right.
And the way you can deploy him during the course of the game probably would be a nightmare. Oh, that size, and he's got good speed, and he's physical. Yeah. Probably got to go though.
And I still think, we could talk all night, man. But please, I hope to God, we really got to get our boy Kittle to break that touchdown record too. That's another thing. Like, they got to just move him all over the field. Yeah. They really do. So I have a prediction. I'm gonna leave you with this. That I really hope that they pick up Kyle Ertz once he gets cut.
I know. Zach. Eagles. You mean Zach?
Sorry, Zach Ertz. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I hope they really pick him up. I like to see him out there to free Kittle up a little bit more to be a receiver. Because I don't want Kittle getting hurt either. I mean, injury's a big thing. I mean, you could say the same thing about Moser. We need these guys. We need these guys for all 17 games.
Oh, we got a bunch of them doing that. All right, Papa. I'm gonna see you Friday.
All right, brother.
See what develops.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for
the All right. I hope you had fun, Ronbo.
Yeah. Good night. Macho Man Pop. All right, fam. He's not, is he? Oh, my God. Call an ambulance.
Yeah. Peace out, Niners.
Night, Pop. Rub some ointment on those fellas downstairs, and you'll be all right. All right, Bob. I'll see you Friday. All right, let me go over and say, hey, K-Ron Patterford tried to be positive. Kyle didn't get a wide receiver because Hurt is healthy. Shh, I know, right? Come on, Jalen. I know you can make it back.
Shit. Fuck.
Emilio?
Yeah.
You okay?
Nothing to worry again.
You sound like me when I go back to the pizza box and the last piece is already gone.
No, nothing to worry again.
Oh, don't tell me the Lakers are pulling up on the Warriors.
Yeah, it's 95-93.
Oh, is LeBron playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
Uh-oh.
Well, now the Warriors just took the lead.
All right. Well, Emilio, while you're doing that, go ahead and give me some It's funny because people have mentioned players. I thought about Eric Armstead and Mike Mcglinchey as being potential breakouts. I didn't even think about our 2 rookies too. So yeah, the two cornerbacks.
Yeah, no. Well, no, I mean, it looks like somebody might be losing a job the way they keep playing. Somebody might be on the bench. Somebody's going to start.
Yeah.
Like I told you before, to me, it doesn't really matter who it is. As long as they're doing their job, when at the end of the day, it don't really matter. Like I said, either way, they're still on the team. We're going to root for the guys. So it don't even make a difference who it is to me. I maybe prefer one guy over another, but at this point, like I said, I'm just glad all the guys came to practice.
Yeah.
What was it, 80 plus guys?
80
so,
guys.
They're all committed. Yeah, they're all committed. They want to win. They said last year was horrible. We didn't win that Super Bowl. They want to make up for it. So
didn't have no
I'm
preseason
all for
camp.
It. It doesn't even matter. I'm all for it.
Because they know how good they are. They know how good they are. And last year was not a defining year for them. They know that wasn't right. And everybody coming up hurt. So we got
just take it as a loss. It is what it is. They just got prepared for this year. That's what that is. They took a year off.
Competition will be crazy in camp, Emilio. Competition will be crazy. You look at this kid that's coming in here.
Oh no, it is. You could tell. You could tell already how crazy it is already. It's just practice. It's not even a full patch or nothing. So, no, they're already committed, ready to go. We can't say the same thing about the sorry ass Rams, but hey,
Rudy said Stafford's out there just holding clinics.
Oh, hey man, you got to believe in something. Hey, if he believes in those sorry ass Rams, let him believe it. Hey, at the end of the day, he's gonna be right down to earth, and he's gonna realize, oh damn, I had to believe in him.
But he's lying because they're not holding. There's no drills going on right now that Stafford would be involved in. There's some rookies out there.
If he wants to live in fantasy land, Ronbo, let that man live in fantasy land. If he wants to be he's high in heaven, let him believe it. Let him believe it. Hey.
You're right. Poor Rudy. Rudy, all right, I got you, man. I'm scared.
Just give him his props. Just let him know. Just make him feel good about himself. If that's what he needs a hug. Give him a hug, Ronbo.
Rudy, when I see you, man, I'm gonna give you a hug. I promise. Because here's the thing. I'm looking at that cornerback we got, man. That one Diamador. That dude. I can't wait to see him play against Debo and Ayuk to see what he can do. He likes to play old school too. He's jamming dudes up. Nobody does that anymore, Emilio. People take their chances, play off, let the man have that 5 yards. Now you can't do nothing but stay with him. You ride his hip. Here come the flag for interference. What if you beat his ass at the line of scrimmage? Yes, that can make all the difference in the world, and he does that.
Yeah. I just like the fact that Diamador is getting props, especially from Dion. So hey.
Yeah. And where he was drafted.
To me, like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm all for it. And like I say, if these guys can prove they can win, I'm all for it. It don't matter who's on the field and who ain't. As long as it's stopping the opponent and getting W at the end of the day.
I tell you what, Emilio, I would, with the 49ers draft in that 5th round, I would like every year, I'd tell people, look, you know what? Give me your 5th round pick. You got 2 5th-round picks? I'll take both of them, and I'll give you this.
That's what we get. That's usually where we get our stars.
I know.
That's where usually we get all our stars from.
I know, it's strange.
Yeah, man.
Fred Warner stands out, and, of course, Nick Bosa. But you know what? I think I got to look at this again. I got to look at where we get the biggest contributors so far since Lindsey Shanahan got here. All right, because the first round looks good right now because if Javon Kinlaw and Ayuk work out, you already got Nick out of the first round, too. That would be 3 solid players. What do we do in the second round? That's the round that Debo's out of the second round.
Yeah.
3rd round, anybody else in the second round?
No, but then you think about it. The one I do want to see what he can do to Trey. Is it Trey Sermon?
That's Sermon.
Sermon.
Sermon, we hold a service every week.
When you think about it, that's what we got Gore from. We got Gore in the 3rd round, so I want to see what he can do.
Man. Sermon,
and
you
have
got
another start
Gallman.
Broom in the 3rd quarter,
But you got Gallman, too. He's another guy probably similar to Sermon. So, man, Mostert is going to be that dude that defense will say, oh, hell no. Coach, come on, man. They ran him in on third down. We thought you was going to pass, man. I'm tired. Do your job.
Yeah.
Sit down. You're not getting back in the rest of the game. You know, it's going to be funny to see how Shanahan manipulates defenses because he's going to look and see who's got their hands on their knees, who's been over. Hey, get in there. You know, they're supposed to be passing, run the ball.
He wants to cry. No, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at LeBron. They put LeBron's face. It looks like he's ready to cry.
Oh, he always does that. That's what. Maybe I'll get back to that game. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see you Friday.
Nice, man.
All right, man.
I holler at you. I'm trying to pay attention to the end.
Yeah. It's intense. Fourth quarter. Go for it. I'll see you Friday.
Yeah, it was like 2 minutes. It was like 2 minutes left, but a little bit over 2 minutes left.
All right, man. Enjoy. All right. Talk to you in a bit.
All right, I holler. All right.
And it's 8:08. Is that Hawaii? It couldn't be. That couldn't be. No way, because Tony comes in and Hawaii. Hello, my brother.
Hello, Ronbo. How you doing?
Hey, fabulous. Who is this?
Coming from Hawaii. Tyler from Hawaii.
Tyler?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. It's my English name. English name. I have a Hawaiian name, but I'm not going to pronounce it for you.
Oh, come on, Tyler. I want to hear it.
Okay, well, it's Lamaku Okana'uau.
Lamaku Okanao. Oh, is that the last part? Lamaku Okanao.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'm going to practice on that. I'm going to call you Tyler until I get that round down.
Exactly, that's what I did.
Tyler, I'm delighted to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Well, Tyler, tonight we're trying to find who's going to have the big year. We have some surprise names. Mcglinchey's been mentioned and Eric Armstead. That's somewhat of a surprise, being they've got no love, as you know, last year. I don't know how you felt about those two guys last year. And then, of course, we got our two rookies, Embry, and also you look at Diamador Lenore, who looks fierce right now. And we needed cornerbacks, and we were all worried about the cornerbacks. And look at this. We got a couple that look like, wow, looks like you guys are going to be okay. So who needs a first-round draft pick? You know, what are you thinking, Tyler?
I think it's a great deal, and then on top of we got our Samoan brother now coming in.
The who?
So it's like our Samoan brother coming in.
Yeah, Hufanga. Hey, you know what?
Exactly.
Oh, why did we not? Okay, we'll see. What I'm worried about with Hufanga is how much time he gets. If he's going to have to, because on special teams, they're not going to give you a breakout player. You need to be in the rotation, right? But you never know.
Exactly.
Hufanga could be in there. If Talanoa could get started.
Exactly.
I got a feeling he's a different player. We saw something in practice that some people talked about, but I want to see what he looks like in a game situation. I bet he rises to the occasion. I like that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. But I don't mean to switch it up, Rambo, but it's like I'm kind of like I'm just kind of starstruck. Like Jimmy G brought everything to the 49ers, and we've been waiting 7 years for another star. And it's like, what's with all the hate, you know?
I know.
It's like,
okay, you know what? I think it has a lot to do with that Super Bowl. If we win that game, Jimmy G is adorned with a lot of love nonstop. But that didn't happen, and that was followed by a disastrous season because most people blame him entirely for that Super Bowl when really it takes more than one guy to lose an entire game. But, it's fine. Yeah. Jimmy's, you know what? It takes 2 years for most quarterbacks to get really solid in offense, Kyle Shanahan's offense, right? So Jimmy this year could get people off him right quick and in a hurry. He's motivated now, too, because the 49ers went and got another quarterback.
Okay.
So it should be interesting to see.
And it's his last year, so.
Yeah. Well, maybe his last year. Now, Jimmy, the way Kyle Lynch is talking now is, on the flip side, he says, you could be here longer. we'll see how this plays out. So I don't know what he meant by that, but we'll see.
I know that all this rhetoric about everything. I think people got to appreciate Jimmy G came in. Yeah, he got injured, but he brought the flame back to the 49ers that we were waiting for almost a decade.
This is why I do not turn my back on him. Exactly, I agree. He got hurt,
Yeah.
okay, but he didn't do it on purpose. He was trying to win. I can't hate him. I can't hate him for that. God.
And nobody thought he was a great QB until he came and, he studied under Kyle Shanahan's offense, worked on it. I think people have to have more faith.
And nobody knew who he was. He was like in Tom Brady's shadow back in New England. I mean, he had a game when Tom got
a
hurt,
great shadow,
suspended.
by the way.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, if you got to play behind Brady, I mean, how are you going to play? So for all intents and purposes, I got to tell you, Tyler, Jimmy's just a second year because he hadn't played but one full year. Jimmy's basically going into his third year, period.
Yeah, and what happened the last time he was healthy the whole season?
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know. Yeah, sorry to take up your time, Ronbo.
No. Don't apologize for that. I'm glad you called. Also, remember, the 49ers seem to do well in the odd numbered years. I don't know why.
Oh, I never thought of that.
This is 21. We'll see. We got to stop getting injured, though. Tyler, that's the thing. Stop getting hurt. We should have had a great year last year. It was COVID year, but still.
It was. Besides the politics, like, you're going to kick out your NFL team from your own town. It's kind of hard.
That's God. And the 49ers bring money to Santa Clara. There's a lot of things connected with the 49ers. And you just make them leave? I understand the COVID situation was really scary, but there wasn't any way else to handle that? God.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to take up your time, Ronbo, but one thing that, I'm a lifer Niner. I was born into this dynasty.
All right.
So one thing, one quote that I keep in mind is George Kittle saying, we're all family. We're trying to build a family. And I really appreciated that. I like that George Kittle is like, it's not about the money. Of course, money is a big role, but, we're trying to build a family. So, let's not talk politics. Not, Jimmy G, $20 million, $21 million. We got to cut him. Let's build a family. Let's build a team, and let's run this. Let's do this. Let's be the first team to be 17-0. Let's do it.
That's right. It's the first
my
year
take, Ronbo.
expanded 17 games. I love it. Tyler.
Exactly.
If you got time, we should come back Friday. Be looking for you, okay?
I'll be there, Ronbo. Thank you.
All right. Night, Tyler. Great to meet you.
Right on.
Yeah.
You too.
Well,
thank you.
My brother hanging loose. Hey, Ellis!
Ronbo.
Ellis. Come on, you need some more time to tend to the kids? You can get it.
No, we just about to pull up to the house. It's all good.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, Ellis. If you're a dad out there, maybe Ellis sets the standard. Ellis, he does this with us. He makes tens of the kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, Ellis, man, you really are special, man. When the kids grow up, man, they're gonna adorn you with a praise that you ain't gonna believe. Yeah, you probably will believe though. Ellis.
Well, you know what? Thank you, Brother Ronbo. I appreciate that because my dad didn't take the time. I didn't have the importance that my children have for me.
A lot of us got that
my
story
dad's
to
life,
tell.
and that was a reflection. Yeah, there was many of us, and we're so we breaking curses, man, and we just doing what we're supposed to. You know what I mean?
Delighted.
Hopefully, our kids will appreciate that. But thank you, Brother Rombo.
Hey,
As always,
proud of you, fam.
greatly for that.
All right.
Thank you.
And Ellis, while we're talking about the breakout players. I've been interested in some names that have been mentioned. I mentioned like the obvious picks, right? You figured like you look at Dre Greenlaw, he's got huge potential. He's probably going to come out. Javon Kinlaw, Brandon Ayuk, but people mentioned Mike Mcglinchey and Eric Armstead. The two cornerbacks we got that is just showing out, especially Diamador. I mean, what is, dude? I'm pretty sure somebody could say, Diamador, man, know your role and play your part, rookie. Because I wait for some wide receiver to talk to him like that, see what happens. Be a big mistake.
Right.
And of course, somebody mentioned also Emanuel Mosley. But who you got in mind?
I honestly feel like there's a lot of guys that are going to come out and surprise us, and that aren't going to surprise us, but are going to elevate. The guys are coming out bigger, stronger and faster this year. And
you heard about Javon, right?
Being at the number. I didn't hear what happened.
Dude has gotten bigger, Ellis. Can you imagine? Grant Cohn said he came in bigger.
I seen that picture of him walking up.
Jesus.
Oh, wow. Can't imagine him getting any bigger. Well, and the thing is he's just going to be, if he can learn how to use that size to his advantage, when he becomes sound in utilizing that size and that advantage that he has over people, he's going to be, unstoppable.
But what's that dude's name in Pittsburgh? His father? What kind of head? Anyway, that dude cannot be stopped. I can see Kinlaw becoming to that point. What is that dude's name? What head?
Yeah.
Is it like big head? Brock? Anyway, that dude, every time I watch the Steelers play and he come through there and he can't be blocked by no one lineman, I say, you know what? Just get rid of the ball. Just get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so. and that's going to be a benefit for us with him, DJ Jones, Eric Armstead, Ibukam, Nick E.B., and the other guys that we got coming in on top of our our linebacking core, our secondary. It's going to be strong. I'm not concerned. I'm just more keen on looking into what DeMeco Ryans is going to do with our defense this year.
I know, right?
I'm excited for him because this is a very.
Right.
I'm excited for him, and then I'm kind of like, I just don't want us to take any fall because we have the player, we have the roster, and he's got the experience with the guys. So I don't think that's going to happen at all. But I'm excited to see what how our defense kind of gets into this transition with DeMeco, because he's totally the cerebral aspect. I don't know if he has that as much as Robert Saleh does, but I know with the experience, him being a player, him having the experience and the connection with the players, and I know he's got to obviously, have some kind of cerebral in-depth, ability as a coach to, just be able to make little wrinkles and changes and adjustments as things go, because it seemed like Saleh, for some reason, he always had the upper hand on a lot of the offenses. There were some games that were a little bit questionable.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was pure chess, and he was just choking everybody out. And so our offense, that's why I said, there was a time where it seemed like Saleh was out coaching Kyle in a fashion, because it wasn't his defense. It wasn't the defense that was the problem a lot of the time. The defense was sustaining and holding better than,
we were scoring.
More would like to give us credit, but a lot of us actually saw. And again, so Kyle had to match that intensity, though he is the mastermind and the great that he is. I just still felt like, Saleh kind of, hey, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
But
okay.
But yeah, my bad. But no, yeah. So I just can't wait to see what happens though with the defense. I'm excited, Jimmy. And all the guys look bigger and stronger, and George looked bigger. You know what I mean? Kittle, he looked bigger, and I just, I can't wait to see what happens, man. Austin Watkins, I think, will be good. He needs separation,
And I think he's going to have to learn how to get separation with these guys, these aggressive corners. You know, Diamador and all these other guys that like to put hands on you. But sometimes it's whoever wins the battle with the hands. You know what I mean? And in that, and Diamador and anybody that's aggressive or, you know, that's going to win that match is going to, you know, be the more effective one in that play. But, you know, I haven't counted out the young rookies, and I think we're still going to get another player, Ronbo. I don't know if it's going to be a receiver. I think that it is. I keep hearing about it, but I just feel like something else is going to happen. Now they're talking about the cap. Oh, we got 17, almost 18 million left. It's like, why are we talking about the cap? Are we talking about the cap because we got somebody else coming? Or is it, you
got to go get Fred paid.
Getting locked in? Or
Yeah.
Because,
you know, Zach Ertz is going to be, apparently it's rumored he's going to be released out of Philadelphia soon. Now, George Kittle, we need, Dwelly can do a good job. I wish somebody else would come out. The other was Christian, what did kid we got last year? The other tight end?
Charlie Warner.
Yeah, Warner. Somebody's got to go out there and do some blocking and still somehow create a threat offensively. So, you know.
Yeah. Ross Dwelly is good, Ronbo. You know, I don't know, and you can tell that that's why we keep re-signing him. And but I think he's being underutilized as I did even Kyle Juszczyk. So if Kyle could put a little bit more faith in Ross Dwelly and start incorporating him in, and he could shock the the league. Let's not forget when George was out how great Ross Dwelly played.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's not forget his catches, his touchdowns, and things that came in critical moments. You know, and I'm not, you know, he just a little bit kind of underappreciated. You know what I mean? And
True.
I think if Kyle does utilize him, we will get more out of him. But he needs to get a shot. He needs the opportunity, kind of like
he can find an opening in that zone. He does it pretty well too. Ellison, go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And let me look for you, Friday fam.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brother Ronbo, for the platform as always.
Thank you, Ellis.
And
always a pleasure.
Yeah, shout out to the Niner faithful, man, and you know all the good guys out there, y'all. It's feeling good, man. It's feeling great, y'all. So the countdown is on, and Niner for life, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that like and subscribe. Y'all know what we're doing. We're trying to get to 50K by the end of the year. Let's do it.
Boy,
peace and love, Brother Ronbo.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, Ellis. Have a great night.
Sir. Yes, sir. Respect. You too, bro.
Thanks. And K-Rod says, Seahawks reign. Are you a racist peacock? Wait. Don't tell me. Look, y'all in here on the goodness of we let y'all in here. Now don't no racism allowed in there. No racism. Leave the women alone. I do not tolerate that. Politics is something we want to leave alone as well. Rudy, here he comes. And you figure he'd come in right after the game anyway. L.A. Dodgers, Lakers, Rams, Kings, USCF football. What about UCLA? You didn't mention them. Sports. And he puts a crown at the end. Okay. Steven!
So many goddamn clowns, man. So many goddamn clowns.
And, what would the world be like without Rudy?
Ronbo? You know, we all need a good, punchline here and there, but I'll be real. Seahawks Rain and Rudy are just low-hanging fruits at this point, man. It's just easy.
And they get picked up off the ground all the time, And then you got
They got
Joseph
the mold
Smiley,
and the bird hole in it.
The worms crawling through it. And then you got Joseph Smiley, who's like got overshadowed by the madness, And Tommy Testosterone doesn't even come in here anymore. Hey, Steven, what's really bad? When you know them by name, you don't forget their names. I'm not looking at the chat when I mention those names. My homeboy, my choke boy. God, God.
That was a good one.
Let's talk about some real football. Let's talk about 49er football. Hey, Steve.
So
I'm talking about breakout players. And your feeling is Fred Warner, should he be made to sign him up tomorrow? Or should you wait till camp? Or are you going to take a run on later? How are you going to do this? Franchise tag's available.
Oh yeah, the franchise tag is always available. But what I think, because I've been away from the show for a cool minute. I've been kind of watching a lot of Grant Cohn because he gets all like the first takes and everything like that before anyone else can. And he invites people that see the same thing or like see from different aspects, and it kind of makes a little bit more sense. But one of the people that I saw on Grant Cohn's show was that
they were saying that they were thinking about possibly waiting to see how much they would pay Fred Warner because they want to make him the highest paid linebacker.
Oh, they
I don't
do.
know if
So
that's
they're not
true or not.
Yes, because strategically to pay Fred now, then you don't have to worry about Darius over in Indianapolis. Bobby over in Seattle, he's getting $18 million, and then you got to be concerned if you wait until Darius gets paid, you're going to be well above $20 million, right? So
easily.
Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking, the 49ers don't want to lowball Fred Warner. One thing about our organization, they're very family-oriented toward our players. The ones that are going to stay with us
they're very
are going to be
generous.
treated real nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
and a lot of, and I will say this, I did disagree with Grant Cohn on one thing, and he did say this about Hufanga. He played really stiff at the practice. Now, I've seen Hufanga play in a snaps, and I saw the rookie camp. Hufanga does play stiff, yes, but that's his play style. The man is like a rocket. If you take a head-on hit from Hufanga, or if he's behind you, and your QB throws the ball at the receiver, he's going to be right there about maybe 5 feet away before he snatches the ball from you or takes you down. So it's at the NFL level, if he's playing stiff, that will get shaved off. All that will get shaved off during the training camp, OTAs, all that stuff. Now, breakout season, I'm going to go ahead and say this, Javon Kinlaw. We've all seen the pictures. That man got huge. Like, this man has been doing the Midwest diet of just straight grits and protein, This man is eating nothing but corn out there. It's crazy.
And not lifting
George
weights,
Kittle
pulling
looks
up
like
trees.
For real, like even Jimmy looks like he got bigger. It's crazy. All these, I don't know if it's the camera that adds 10 pounds, but everybody looks 10 times bigger than they used to be in 2019 and 2020.
And Steven, think about it for a minute, though. You left
thing.
last year. Everybody's checking into the hospital. You're coming back in this year. All you thought about all year was getting tougher, getting stronger. I mean, I'm not surprised.
Ronbo,
I'm delighted.
We're looking at I'm going to put it like this. Eric Armstead, the only reason why Eric Armstead would have a breakout season is probably because of Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah.
Or Dre Greenlaw. They imagine how big, Javon Kinlaw has gotten and being the opposing team. And now you have to worry about possibly Nick Bosa. You have to worry about Greenlaw. You have to worry about Warner, Hufanga if he makes it on the first team. You have so many weapons you have to worry about.
I know, right?
The last
Be the
person
OC
you're going to think
for
of
a
is
minute.
Armstead out there.
Right. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
Be the
like,
OC.
You're
What are
going
you
to
going to
panic.
do? Yeah.
You're going to panic. And then on top of that, what was it? Who was it? Trey Lance and Brandon Ayuk and what was it? River Craycraft. They're all training with this dude from Spellman Performance. This man is insane. Like, I've seen him crank out some of like the top tier receivers, and I've seen how strong like Trey Lance really is. He's running options with Ayuk and everyone else. Everyone wants Trey. I'm gonna jump topic real quick. Everyone wants Trey to start first. I don't. If I want him to start, I want them to pick their games wisely, especially if you're going to play against the Bengals. I'd rather him play that game. Let him go against Jared Burrow and Jamar Chase and then the rest of the team. I want to see how he stacks up between someone who is a sophomore QB compared to a freshman. I want them to play, to be honest, I'd say it was the best option when to play against Tennessee and Chicago. Those are the two teams, or the three teams I would love to see Trey Lance start. Just to give Jimmy G a quick break. But I want to – the breakout season, though, I'm going to say Javon Kinlaw. Yeah. I'm going to say Brandon Ayuk. And, boy.
Debo's got to bring
Lenore
it back.
Starts?
Because he had a breakout year to start. But that's not you can't call a breakout year your rookie year. So Debo's got to either be comeback player of the year or he's got to really overshadow what he did in 2019. That's going to be tough. But he can do it. I'm putting him as a candidate.
I haven't seen very many posts of Deebo Samuel recently. He's been kind of under the radar, so we might see a breakout season from him. He might actually outshine a lot of players. But as of right now, it looks like everyone's pointing at Brandon Ayuk.
I know. He's got all the natural attributes. Deebo's a bruiser.
Exactly.
And he complements Ayuk really well. It's a great yin and yang thing to go in there. But as far as breakout, yes, probably Ayuk.
But one thing I want to mention, too, is we have an easy schedule. The one thing I mentioned to Grant Cohn, for some odd reason, the Niners, even though we have such an easy schedule, we always do terrible against really bad teams that we should have won against. Like when we played against Washington in 2019, we almost lost that game.
That's a rain-soaked field. I wonder had it been drier conditions, had it been a little different. The 49ers could not get their game in track. We'll see.
And for some odd reason, it's the confidence thing, and that's what I've deduced it to, because if the Golden State Warriors do it all the time, the team overlooks it. When you're so powerful, you look at someone who's far beneath you in power, and you're just like, whatever, and they slip that one quick jab.
That's Kyle's fault, though. Kyle's got to keep that mindset out of that. He's got to make sure that doesn't happen. You do everything you can, make sure. And Kyle said that, also people think we have a soft schedule, but those are the teams that look like there's whatever you see, and then toward the season, they're not that same team that everybody expected. So we're going to see some teams, Stephen, that are not, they're being projected as being piss poor right now, but that's going to change.
I'm telling you, Ronbo, when we see our preseason, we're definitely going to see Trey get a few touches and a few snaps. And when we play against the Chargers, you guys are going to see what I'm talking about, because I've been saying it for a long time. The AFC is most likely going to be run by the Chargers and the Chiefs. It's going to be insane to watch, but I'm willing to eat my words if I'm wrong.
No, Chargers did well last year. They just had a couple of bad outcomes. They could be a great team. We'll see. All right, fam.
Yeah, they did great this draft.
Stephen, good to see you. I'll see you Friday if you get some time, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be here.
All right. Looking for you. Have a good night,
fam. Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah. All right. So, you know what? We pretty much, I'm trying to think of somebody we didn't mention. Lincoln Thomason, offensive lineman, it's kind of hard to call them having a breakout season, right? Because there's no stats to really count down. But you look at Michael Mcglinchey, I don't know how he could be a breakout player. What is he going to do than what he does? Maybe a little less getting bounced around, I guess, and then you can measure from that if he's having a breakout season or not. We'll have to see on that. Hey, Tony.
What's up, Ronbo?
Tony, you're in a noisy area. What's going on around you there? Can we get you to a silent spot? It's feeding into your mic.
Actually, I got you on my computer, too. Let me turn it off.
Okay, you got to mute things, too, sometimes if you get feedback that way.
Is that better?
Let me see. It sounds like I don't hear my echo anymore. All right. Tony, get in here, man. We're looking at breakout players, and we've named a few that everybody knows. And the funny thing about it is when you look at breakout players, it's easy to name the frontline guys. But how do you look for those guys, those gems that are running around on the roster that, because when I look at Javon Kinlaw and Brandon Ayuk, that makes sense, right? You look at also Dre Greenlaw and some of the guys we got. But, it's really a fun thing to do because you never know. Eric Armstead could definitely redeem himself this year. Javon Kinlaw, respect, like your rookies, probably you look at them from last year. And you can actually see from last year's bad COVID year who really was sort of watered down because of the situation and environment last year. But, Tony, man, what's going on in Atlanta with your breakout players? And what do you think about the 49ers I just mentioned? Am I on target with that, or what's going on?
But before I get with Atlanta, is Armstead going to play D tackle or D end for you guys?
D tackle, hopefully. Armstead is not a D end. Oh, he's
really?
Not. He's good at setting the edge, but don't make him go after the quarterback from the outside. Doesn't have those kind of techniques.
Well, as far as you guys, I think DJ Jones is going to break out for you guys.
Oh,
more reps.
Yeah. DJ's got to stay healthy,
he's
too.
a monster.
Yeah,
yeah. But our guys, we got a guy we drafted in the second round last year out of Auburn, Marlon Davis, and he played D end and D tackle at Auburn. But he spent half the year on the injured list. I'm looking for him to break out this year. We need a lot from him. Second round pick.
and that's why the last year was such a bad thing. It took away from us we can't make real clear observations from what happened last year because it was a strange year. They played football just because of the money involved that had to be collected. We honestly, Tony, when I think about it, last season had no business being played. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens got special treatment. They should have postponed one. We didn't postpone nothing. We had to play Green Bay on a Thursday night. I got 2 wide receivers that could play, and we barely had enough people to put on both offense and defense. Now that you go play this Thursday night game, what? Oh,
yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
God, and
yeah, but we got our second round pick this year. I'm looking for big things from him because Ricardo Allen, our starting free safety for the last 5 years, we released him and he signed with Cincinnati as a backup. But our second round pick, Richie Grant out of Central Florida, he is hyped. I'm looking for big things from him. That guy goes from sideline to sideline. He's always where the ball is. Richie Grant.
And is Ridley healthy this year? Because you know what? It's about time for him to have one of them seasons. Didn't he get hurt last year?
He got hurt in the Carolina game, but he had 1,300 yards last year. He broke out last year.
Wait.
Yards.
Wait, what week did he get hurt in?
He got hurt his ankle in the Carolina game, that Thursday night game.
No, I mean, but what week? What are you talking about here? Is that mid-season?
About week 6, week 7.
Oh,
and then he came back.
Oh, he came back. I said, 1,300 yards in 6 weeks. You know, it's so funny. I remember that year when Ridley came out. Every other 49er fan wanted Ridley. I think there was a couple other guys coming out, but Ridley was the most polished route runner of the whole entire class, right? But he's 20. Yep. He was a little up there in age, and everybody was talking about, but he's already. So what? There was a couple of guys out there.
Yeah, when they're up there in age, if they're one of them Bama boys, so what?
I know, right?
Yeah, man.
But
I'm also looking for. We got a undrafted free agent, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this kid didn't get drafted. His name is Earl Thompson. He was the 11th graded inside linebacker coming out of college. We got him as an undrafted free agent. I'm looking for big things from him in a rotational role.
It's
he's a tackle machine at Mississippi State.
Do you look at him and you ask the question of how in the world did he get missed? Every year, there's a few players that you can't imagine how come they didn't get drafted.
I know. It's just like we also got an undrafted free agent running back. He's going to be our scat back because we released Ito Smith. This kid, I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Wait. You guys released Smith?
Javion Hawkins.
Yeah.
Out of Louisville.
What's that? What's our we drafted him a few years ago. Wait a minute. What's his name? You still got
Moster?
No.
Moster.
No, running back. You got him now. You said you got rid of who?
Ito Smith.
Oh, no.
Fourth round draft.
No. You still got, I don't know why his name slips you at the moment. Okay, you got a running back that's built like a tank. 49ers drafted him a few years ago and he sucked. And then he went to the.
Oh, yeah. Talking about Mike Davis.
Mikey Davis.
He's going to be our starter.
That boy going to get called in for drug testing, man. But Davis used to be built okay. But now he looks like altered states. I'm looking at him.
You saw that picture, huh?
Yeah.
You saw that picture?
Jesus Christ, Mike. What did you do? God.
Eating a lot of steaks.
I mean, and lifting like ain't doing no light reps. I'm talking heavy lifting. The legs look like they're gonna have to find a tailor to find his pants.
And he's only 5'9". He's only 5'9".
See, balance?
Yeah.
Those are those guys used to hate to play against because no matter how low you get, it hurts to deal with them.
Yep.
Hey,
Ronbo, who is that guy that you keep laughing at in the chat?
Rudy?
It's a Rams fan.
Rudy, that's Rudy.
Oh, man, you can't stop laughing about that.
I know. Rudy's a fool, eh? He's so silly, you have to like him. Tony, we got to go. I'm going to run out of time. But listen, I'll see you Friday with the latest news around the league. All right.
Yes, sir. I'll see you Friday.
All right. Looking forward. Night, Tony.
Good night, sir.
Night. Well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Hey, Show, would you get in here, please?
Oh my God, LeBron is the biggest crybaby ever.
Is he whining about an official? Usually it's about the officials.
Oh my.
Is that what
you
it is?
have no idea. Oh, man. He gets help no matter what. If he trips on a shoelace, it's a foul.
I got to tell you,
oh my God.
honestly, I've been a Laker fan all my life. But you know what? When LeBron came, I don't like him. I know he's fantastic ball player and everything, and I just don't like him. You know?
He never carried the team like Michael did. Michael carried the team.
And like what you just talked about also bothers me. Those phantom fouls that referees give LeBron, and he's still whining. You know, I said, you know
yeah,
what?
Anyways.
That's why I stopped watching basketball. But anyway, hey, Show, I mean, we're looking at breakout players. What do you think of there?
Yeah. Well, for offense, I'm going to go Debo Samuel and Mike Mcglinchey.
You're the second. You're the second guy to mention Mike tonight.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's been working out this offseason with Kittle, so trying to put all that weight
I haven't
back
seen
on,
photos.
So
Does he look bigger?
I've been watching Kittle's Instagram stories. I've been watching Kittle's Instagram stories, so he's been working out with him in Tennessee.
Okay.
So
yeah, Mike's got to get off the vegan diet, and have some steaks, and lift. Okay?
I don't want any more damn twigs on my offensive line. I'm sorry.
Because that does not work. So
no.
So Michael Glinchi, Debo.
And on defense, I'm gonna give Eric Armstead a breakout year and Emanuel Mosley.
I like that. Because the rest of the guys, they're going to be good no matter what. Just how good is going to be the question. But if these guys pick it up, now it makes the 49ers just incredibly difficult to deal with. You're right.
Yep.
So.
And as far as Fred Warner goes, Ronbo, I know there's been reports out there that no contract talks have been going on between the front office and Fred Warner. I don't want to get – I'm probably going to get shot for saying this, but linebackers are really easy to find more than defensive ends, left tackles, and quarterbacks. Would you take a first-round pick from a non-playoff team this year for Fred Warner if it was offered to us?
Wow.
And give all that money to Nick Bosa?
And like you said, it's the kind of question, you know what? I'm not even going to answer that show. I'm not going to start. I don't. You know what?
It's been on the back of my mind for a while because I want a first-round pick back, Ron. That scares me.
See, because
not being in the first-round pick, the first round.
You have a contingent of people who were actually offering Fred Warner for Deshaun. I mean Watkins. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Texas quarterback.
Watson.
Yeah, God, guys, Bosa and Fred, have you lost your mind?
Because you can't pay both. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You cannot pay both that amount of money, you know?
I know, but I can't give both up.
Bosa's going to cost at least $30 million a year.
Yeah, I know. But you got 2 years.
So?
Nick's 1, 2. We got another couple of years for Nick. We can find ways to get that. Fred's now.
Yeah, we definitely can. But that's a question that's been, lingering in the back of my head because I'm Fred Warner's number one fan, obviously, on here.
Yeah, I know, right? You're the one who brought him to everybody's attention. Exactly.
But the logistics of it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, it's scary not being in the first round.
Well,
missing out.
They'll find a way to get in the first round. You know something? Somebody mentioned something else, too. You don't want to have to pay a first-round pick next year anyway. Big Show.
True.
They do their best work, well, with the exception of Dante Pettis. I'm never going to forgive him. I'm never going to forgive Dante Pettis. I had him picked on my own mock draft show. Jesus Christ.
Don't forget. I know. I've seen that. I remember that.
Wow.
I had Christian Kirk in mine, I think.
He turns out to be better.
So, yep. That was the year that was the Fred Warner year.
You know, and they had a chance to interview these players. You know, so I'd love to sit in on interviews with some of these players they're picking up. There's character issues that come into mind when I don't know what do you have to say to check the boxes, but I'd love to hear what is a red flag in a conversation with a football player coming out of school. Reuben Foster should have went up on him. Reuben Foster's so mentally
The
screwed
incident
up.
with the nurse should have been a red flag. Are you kidding me?
Right? A shouting match that sent you home from the combine? They learned from that, though.
But, Ronbo, one more quick point. Please go get another receiver. Come on, Niners. I'm begging you. If Julio is available, go get him. Kyle, you said it yourself.
He's not coming. He's special. He said Julio's in a class of his own.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Even at 32, he's still in the top 5 as far as receivers go.
Oh, he's better than anybody we'd have.
I mean,
anyway.
come on.
You know.
And we've got the money, too, so go get him. We need Julio.
Matt, my uncle went
I don't trust Richie.
over that.
I don't trust Richie James as that third option.
You can't put Richie James in the same sentence with Julio's names.
No.
That's pretty funny, though. There is
right,
nothing to
Ronbo.
compare to Julio. That's the problem, you know? It's either Julio or Plan B. So, anyway.
So, go get him. Go
All right.
get him.
Show. Always a pleasure
y'all
to hear
take
from you.
care. He's a much better Emmanuel Sanders anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
God, so much better.
All right. Shout out to the TNT fam. Y'all take care and have a great night.
You too, fam. Nice show.
All right. Take care, Ronbo. All right.
You do. Hey, Kieran's on the phone. Get him in here. Hey, Kieran.
What's up, Ronbo?
Fam, you know what? Just having fun in here with your boy Rudy, who keeps posting up stuff, and you know she beat him up a couple. Well, actually, you took care of a Hawks fan. See, these people make for a fun thing. You got some of these low rent
My bad
dudes.
about this rain, man. I didn't understand the joke with Malcolm X, bro. You know what I mean? Like, my bad, yo.
It's cool.
Kind of got offensive with that one, yo. He didn't respond. Oh, my bad, yo. You know, we all say what we want, but, you know.
No,
Come on, man.
We have a certain number of trolls that got to come in. They don't have nothing else to do. They feel inferior, and they should. And they come in and they try to bump, you know, with the B crowd running with the A crowd. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they get trashed. They enjoy it.
I like bumping.
Yeah. B-listers, you guys are welcome
So I'm
at any
looking
time.
forward to the season, bro.
Yeah, hey, you know what? What do you got as far as a breakout? Everybody's been mentioning now some surprises and some not so big surprises, but kind of a surprise.
Kinda
Well,
like with
Glinchi's
you,
name's
man.
mentioned.
Kinlaw, man. I think Kinlaw going to break out, man.
I know, right?
I'm on you. I'm on what you were saying. I think Kinlaw going. If his knees is right, I think he's going to be okay, man. I think he's going to do a lot more.
I wonder if they can stand up with that knee.
Bosa going to be there. I'm hoping about a little D Ford. I try to put your bug in your ear about Hurd, man. I can't give up on him yet. You know what I mean?
Either.
I think that's why we didn't get the wide receiver, like I said, yo. Shanahan don't want to say nothing. I think Hurd going to be healthy, man.
And surprise everybody. Man,
yeah,
that combination would be awesome. If we could get Jalen, Debo, and Ayuk, that's all potential good. That's the good stuff. And then Richie and whoever wants to play that fourth
that's
guy.
all we need. Everybody else, they're going to eat because everybody else they got to focus on.
I know.
Come on, man. A healthy Debo, healthy Ayuk, healthy Kittle, and then Hurd. They don't even know what Hurd is going to do.
I know. That's the best thing about it.
Man.
With Mikal keeping him under wraps. Because he had a plan for Hurd last year. Hurd was going to be that guy that when the team doesn't get off the field fast enough or call timeout to switch personnel, you go line him up right over that little fella, whoever it is, slot corner or whatever. We going right to him. Oh! So, you know.
We won't miss Bourne, you know. If
I
things
know, right?
align right, man.
Well, you know what? We got Muhammad
Sanu.
Sanu.
A little bit more.
I mean, say again?
I don't know, Ronbo.
But Sanu?
I don't know about this thing, man.
I know somebody.
We let them go kind of quick.
I know, right? Without any hesitation.
The was mad about that too. They didn't like that.
Damn.
Maybe that's why they brought him back. I think it was more of teaching than production.
I know.
You remember?
Yeah. Well, Emmanuel Sanders, there turned out not to be enough football to carry Sanu. I guess there was no point maintaining him, because you had Sanders, Bourne, and Debo. That was Kyle's guys. That's all he's going with, and George Kittle would complement that group, right? So they couldn't see any role for Sanu, I guess.
Ronbo, there's another thing I agree with you on. I want some speed, man.
Oh.
I just want somebody that can just run deep, so we don't have to keep talking about can't nobody throw the deep ball. I want somebody that can throw two that go deep. You know what I mean?
That's why I've been crying for 2 years.
I've been waiting for years, just like you, man.
I'm telling you, man.
We was waiting for the defensive end. We got Bosa, so now we just got to wait for that deep threat.
Tell you, man. Henry
We get
Ruggs.
a deep threat.
Oh, and Henry Ruggs, I wanted him bad last year. I said, oh, man, you guys get Henry Ruggs, Kyle. I like Ayuk, though. But I thought Ruggs would be that guy that scares the bejesus out of the secondary. They got to be on their toes. Because Marquis Goodwin made it easy for George Kittle to set records. He was catalyst key.
Listen, Marquis Goodwin wasn't great, but he served his purpose, man.
That's the point.
And that Shanahan offense.
That's the point.
He did.
We got Travis Benjamin. I don't know if Travis got anything left in the tank as far as speed. He took last year off the rest, so he should be fresh. So I don't know.
Yeah, everything we got is like everybody talking about all slot receivers. Nah, I don't want to keep talking about slot receivers.
Give me somebody
man.
on the side that could kill it. I know.
Come on, man. We need that.
We don't.
It's funny how the two positions we have dominated for decades is like the ones we lack in, Like,
I know, right?
I don't know, man. It's kind of weird.
Jared,
how the 49ers don't have a number one receiver like the 49ers, it's kind of crazy, but that's how it is. We've been spoiled over the years.
Because T.O. I think T.O.'s the last, because you know what? The guys we've had since then, Bolden was good, but Bolden was a slot guy. And, of course, what's the dude that we went over to play with the Raiders? He was
Crabtree. Oh no,
Crabtree. Crabtree. He had his.
He
moments.
was supposed to be that guy.
Yeah.
J.J. Stokes was supposed to be that guy.
Oh,
he
don't
wasn't.
Don't get me started on him. Oh, God, Stokes was the UCLA biggest bust. I mean, Stokes was okay, but he wasn't what he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Especially with what he was surrounded by. Anyway. We got to find him, though. Kyle's tried and tried. I got to tell you, Kieran, I got a feeling that's why he went for all the running backs. Kyle's getting ready to shift gears.
That's what I'm saying, Ron, but I think he gave up. He's like, I'm not drafting no wide receivers in this draft. That's why I think Hurd's going to, I don't know, for some reason. I don't know why, with our luck with injuries, but I still think Hurd coming, oh, man, yeah.
I want him to send Debo long a few times.
Get on the field.
Well, we're gonna see though, and you got speed. What's his name? Elijah Mitchell. Kyle's got speed out there. I don't know how he's gonna use it.
He's a running back. They talk about they're gonna try to, put him in the slot. Nah, he's a running back, man.
Well, you put him on a linebacker. See, that's one of them dudes. You give him the ball, as soon as he smokes that linebacker. Oh. Yes. We'll go find out, Kieran. Kieran, fam, I'm always delighted to hear from you. We're out on the East Coast, late night. Tell you what, I'm going to go now. Friday, if I see you on the phone, I'm going to get to you quickly, okay?
Friday? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll definitely call in, man.
All right. Looking for you, fam. Appreciate you.
Oh, hell yeah. Have a good night.
You too, fam. I mean, between him, Papa Dragon, and Jay, I'm trying to figure out which one of them could do that the longest. Papa Dragon, I think Papa Dragon cheats. He'd be breathing. All right. It's another Rudy listing. Niners social distancing from winning seasons. and Super Bowls. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't encourage it. On that note, I'm going to just get on up out of here. Fam, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Hey, Tommy Huxley and Anna Maria. Tommy, I see you with that guitar. I was looking for you. Tommy does play the guitar. The Lambs get whooped by a finesse team in the divisional round? Question mark. Isn't that the same one we ran 300 yards on? Oh, Tommy. I score one for Tommy. Rudy gets -1. Oh. Woo! Fam, let's talk some more football Friday. Be looking for you. Have a great night. And to the trolls, know your role and shut your mouth. A Niners! It feels so good.